Okay, we're going to create a freestanding lace Christmas ornament, Christmas tree, and then we're also going to use the same artwork in order to create a Christmas card so that we can embroider the same design on cardstock. Creator is the first digitizing software to create freestanding lace that's on the market. Freestanding lace is usually very difficult to digitize, but with Designer's Gallery Creator, it's a piece of cake. So I'm going to go ahead and open up my Designer's Gallery Creator. Okay, and I'm going to use level 1. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is set my hoop size, so I'm going to set it to 4x4 hoop because I don't want it to be really big. I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger. Okay, and I'm going to, for this, I'm going to select my shapes from the Merge Design little flower tab, and I want to use the floral. These are from the Designer's Gallery outlines that you get with the Creator. And I'm going to select a tree. Let me see if I, in the floral I'm looking for a Christmas tree shape. There we go. Okay. I want to make this a little bigger, so I'm going to hit my Shift key and use my corner arrow to make this thing bigger. And don't want it to go all the way to the top because I have to add something up here in order to hang it. And I want to make it green. I don't want that color. I'm going to use the Robus and Anton, my favorite colors. I'll use Robus and Anton Poly, which is what I like to use for lace work. And I'm going to find a pretty green. Oh, there's a pretty green. Emerald green's good. Okay, and I am going to turn this into lace work. Super easy. I'm just going to select it over here. I'm going to hit the icon right here for the lace work. I'm going to set the density. Now this I want it to be fairly dense, but not quite that dense. That's really little. I'd like it maybe 2.5. And I want it to be diamond shaped. Okay. Now I'm going to put in some garland, so I'm going to draw with the point by point, and I'm just going to simply draw little. I hit the control key to make it an angle. Oops, wait a minute. Let's try this again. Here we go. See, it curves it, and I'll hit the control key again. Take it finger off. Put it on again. So every time I want to change an angle or to make it a sharp angular, I'm going to hit that control key for the next button. And right click to finish. Okay, it's green. I don't want it to be green. I'm going to change this to like a gold color. It's a nice sun gold's fine. Okay, and I want this now to be a candle wick, so I'm going to go ahead and use the motif right here, motif run, and I'm going to change this into a candle wick, so I'm going to add that one's fine. Okay, and so now I've got my candle wick. If I want it to be spaced apart a little bit, I can make it go just a little further apart. Okay, so there's not so many of them. Okay, the next thing I want to do is I want to take this lace and I want to copy it and paste it, and I want to change this second one here into a border. So there's my border. I would like for it to be maybe 3.0 is probably wide enough, and I want to go to the second tab, which is my which is showing the underlay, and I want to turn that into freestanding as well. Okay, now that's done. And I need to draw a little O at the top. So I'm going to go to my True Type font. and I'm going to just pick a tab, and I just want nothing special, just a block O will be fine too, and I just want it lowercase o. Okay, I'm going to take this hand tab, move it up. I don't want it to be black, and I'm going to turn that to green as well. So to click on the color, and I don't know where emerald is, so I'm going to put E emerald, hit go. It could help if I could spell it. There we go, emerald, go. It found it, so I select it, and now it's good to go. And I'm going to turn this into just a column fill. So it'll do automatic columns. And see, oh, let's see, I want that smaller. That's a little bit big. So I'm going to make it a little smaller. Oh. And I want to turn that into freestanding again, just like before. Okay, and oh, I would like that a little wider. No, I think I'm going to turn it. Yeah, I like that a little bit wider. So instead what I did is I came up to do the satin border like we did before, only now I'm going to make this a little smaller, say 2.5 wide, and freestanding, and that's, okay, that looks good. I still think it's too wide, don't you? I think it's still too wide, so let me make that a little narrower. There we go. I like that. Okay, great. Looks good. So now I'm going to go ahead and save it. So I'm going to go File, Save as a stitch and a working file at the same time. So in case I want to come back and make changes to it, I can save it as, and I'll call it Tree. Good enough? Tree. Oh, yeah, I want to replace it because I've done this before. Okay, now I want to use the same design in order to create a card. So I'm going to be embroidering on cardstock. If I did a satin stitch and I did all this stitching, it would just perforate the paper, and it would punch all the way through. So I'm going to come over here now. I'm going to first make this bigger. I want it to go in a 5x7 frame. So that's 130 by 180. There we go. Bigger frame. Okay, I'm going to make this a little bigger. And I can move that up in here. I'm going to get rid of the O. I don't need that anymore. Okay. And I'm going to take the lace, and I'm going to no longer make it freestanding. I'm going to change it to single lace. I want it to be a little less dense, so I'm going to go a little bigger. I want it to be diamond shaped, so that's good too. The satin border, I do not want a satin border with this. Instead what I want it to be is a run stitch with a chain. So I'm going to go ahead and just change the chain. Okay, and there we go. Alrighty, so that would look very good. And now the next thing I want to do is I want to put in some lettering, and I have a choice. I can use my lettering from my embroidery works, and it will look just fine. Most of the lettering in embroidery works is going to be a satin stitch. Satin stitches are more likely to perforate their way all the way through the card, and it'll punch right out. So I want to use an outline stitch. So I'm going to pick my True Type fonts, and I'm going to, let's pick something pretty. Let's do this one. Okay, and I'm going to put Mary. Okay. Take the hand, move it down. just make it bigger. So I'm going to use my shift to make it bigger. I think I need to move that up a little more. And this up a little more. And then I'll use another type font for the bottom. Drop it down here. And make it bigger too. And let's just say I want to make that X a little smaller. I can. I can make this one a little bit smaller. There we go. And I'm going to turn both of these, or I'm going to turn this one into a run stitch. But I don't want it to be a chain. I want it to be just a single run. Okay, and same thing with this one. I want that one to be a single run. And it remember last time I used the chain, so when I put in a run again, it's going to do another run. So, I want both of these to be red. Okay, all done. And so now it's going to stitch out nice and easy. So if you'd like a copy of the card or the freestanding lace tree ornament, you can. I will be happy to send it to you in PES format if you shoot me an email at waltzquilt@yahoo.com. So if you have any questions, give us a call at Attic Treasures in Occoquan, Virginia at 703-490-1536. Or again, you can always shoot me an email with any questions at waltzquilt@yahoo.com. Okay, next month I'll have more videos on how to use this very, very wonderful software. Have a good holiday. Bye.